Let us return to the circle. When we return to the circle, we recognize that we are all one, that we all have value, tremendous value in this interconnected web of life on Earth. When we return to the circle, we give up imbalanced, dominating ways of being, working, and living that have created great injustice and imbalance on Earth. When we return to the circle, we choose more sustaining and naturally regenerative ways that value and support diversity in all its forms and that allow all life to thrive. We release the concepts of the pyramid and we release this hierarchical sense of value, which is largely dominated by this economic money system. There is no other species on Earth that incarnates or is born on Earth into such a pattern of enslavement and dominion. I know we can do better as humans. We can restore all our relationships once again. Let's allow good relationship to be the intention with which we live every day. How do my choices influence the health of the water, the health of other people, the health of future generations of children on Earth? Once we start to see our lives through the lens of relationship, and in particular restoring good relationship, all of our choices will likely change, or at least many of them. I know we can be guided to living in more harmonious and light footprint ways on Earth. But we have to be willing to divest from extractive, exploitive industries that continue to wreak great imbalance and disharmony on Earth. Begin to notice how every day your being, your actions, your words, your work, your purpose all begin to support this vision of good relationships with all life on Earth. When we restore the circle, we really reclaim our natural place as humans within a circle of all life. One that recognizes we are not more valuable than the animals, than the waters, and the trees. And in fact, we are less needed in many ways. We are here to live humbly with the earth and all life. That has not been our legacy in this modern time. Let us free our minds from these imprints of colonization and begin to restore what is our true nature, the source consciousness that understands we are all interconnected in a web of life, we are all interdependent, and that we are seeking the good of the whole instead of selfish gain. When we start to put the well-being of the whole ahead of our own, what we are doing is we are expanding into a broader understanding of who we truly are. We are not separate. We are all one. And when we seek the well-being of the whole, we naturally support our own well-being and thriving as well. The nature of Earth is to teach us the power of now, the power of understanding enough in the now, and being grateful for what is naturally available in this harmonious flow with all life. When we live in harmony and balance with all life, that means that no humans are being oppressed, no children are being enslaved or oppressed or abused. It means animals are not being oppressed, dominated, or abused. It means the waters are not being polluted, the air and the lands are not being polluted and destroyed. Begin to reframe your vision of what it is to live as humans on Earth. Begin to cultivate a deeper sense of empathy and willingness within yourself to co-create ways of living and being that are harmonious and loving and kind to all life. Part of the imprint of colonization is this belief that humans are inherently bad or flawed. That is not the understanding in any circle culture or indigenous lineage. As we look back far enough, perhaps in our own lineages, we will find this deep understanding that humans are naturally loving. It is natural for people to behave in a kind and good way with each other and with the natural world around them. we will reclaim our true nature, which is an embodied spirit in this physical form, this consciousness that understands we are all one. And as we do to any part of this earth family, we ultimately do to ourselves. Reclaim your place in the circle. Reclaim being grateful and humble and co-creating in ways that serve the upliftment and well-being of all life. When we know better, we can do better. So in this process, we need to continue to learn, to become more informed, to seek more empathic and compassionate ways of relating, and to develop those qualities of empathy and compassion within ourselves. It is time now to reach out to one another in the spirit of goodwill and friendship and aloha. A spirit that understands we are here together and we can co-create in good ways on earth to live what can truly be a life that is harmonious and free and fulfilling for all beings, all life here. Return to the circle. Begin within your own being to decolonize your own mind and way of living and begin to connect in the diversity and fullness of life here. And really stand in your co-creative power to create with your spirit in ways that are life-affirming and support all life in thriving. That is our true purpose as humans, and I know we can live in this way again. There is much restoring to do, and we are the ones we have been waiting for. From the light in me to the light in you, namaste.